It go rain, oh man.
Welcome to the party.
Only when I pray on those who pray for better wages. Bang, bang. Came from the same bloodline as Andres. And that other boy in a ready for whatever type of we catch next. Yay, never been afraid of no bruh. Too
So off the tip, it's Charlotte. Here's Jordan. And he drives in. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And Stephen Curry with the foul.
Stephen Curry.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Mikan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really, nobody's had a bigger impact on the NBA than George Mikan. He continues to set the standard for post play. I mean, scoring, defending. Mike improves how an elite big man can change the game.
That one is no good.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Fires the three. And Irving pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the three ball is good.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, that time from three.
West with a wide open look. No good on the three. Here's the break. On its way from Curry for two. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. You know, Greg, after a few seasons of development, Lauri Markkanen has really emerged.
And he's such a unique player. It took him a while to kind of figure out how to maximize all of those talents and also minimize the weaknesses. But boy, has he arrived. Yeah, just forcing the issue offensively. The great thing about Jordan, he does it while staying under control.
Outside Kirilenko. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Outside Anthony. Chamberlain with the basket.
And that's leadership right there. Anthony wanting to work the rock over to an open teammate.
And here's West from the arc. Offensive rebound. That one drops for him.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
A shot by Anthony, no good. And stolen by Chamberlain. Over to the wing. A three ball. And Carmelo Anthony hits from deep. Anthony's got 6.
Quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch and shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
Back to West. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. To the inside. Kirilenko. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Irving, good.
And Irving used to having to score through contact. Great poise from the back.
Chicago trails by 5. Out to the right wing. Pass to Mikan. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Chicago making a switch here.
Number 33, David Thompson.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Brogdon off the drive. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 5. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Misses the three.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
On its way from Curry for two. Chamberlain goes back up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Team foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Charlotte shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. He hits the second from the line. 1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Markkanen. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And here is Irving. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Chamberlain. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
For Chicago, they have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far.
Checking in for Chicago.
That free throw good for Markkanen.
And Markkanen kind of starting to show some of the things that everybody was hopeful for in terms of how he can dominate a game offensively, shoot the ball, play with a little bit more strength on the inside. These are all very encouraging signs.
Curry, good.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Markkanen from outside. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Here's Jordan. Oh, and he jams it right over Lauri Markkanen. Wow.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Out to Thompson. The three. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. And Curry has it in the corner. The offensive rebound. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Charlotte's foul.
And as good as he's been in the NBA, we're looking at one of the greatest college players of all time. Thompson at NC State was a beast. The Wolfpack were dominant when Thompson was there.
And he nails the third. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Charlotte leads by 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Here's Irving, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Kyrie exceptional at taking the hit and then somehow creating a release angle towards the rim.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Chicago trails by 5. Pass to Markkanen. And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Now into the
So it's Chicago now.
Number 44.
Here's Markkanen. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Back to Anthony. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Jordan. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
For 3, West. A kick out to Bain. Outside, Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sigma. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Back to Jordan. Pass to Curry. Here's Jordan. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by Sigma.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
To the paint. Markkanen, good.
Markkanen attacking the heart of the defense that time.
Charlotte leading by 5. Irving up top. He has 5. Here's Chamberlain. Makes it off the glass. Chamberlain got 5.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Chicago calls timeout. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Chicago. 7-point differential. Over to the left wing. Three-pointer, Markkanen. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
Schrempf. That 3 off the mark.
And Brent, Steph Curry has so much love for this game. He's a true ambassador for the sport.
Well, with Steph, anything that he touches seems to turn to gold. I mean, he loves hoops no matter what it is, supports the women's games. He's involved with youth athletics in the Bay Area and back home in Charlotte. And this guy just loves to see the sport grow as much as he has. The more and more you play with your teammates, the more you're aware of where they are. And Lauri Markkanen does a great job there. What a dunk from Melo. We don't see a ton of these anymore, but nice to see that he can still rise up.
Now, here's Bane. Brogdon with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Out to West. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Pass to Schrempf. And here is West. Puts up a deep 3. No good from Schrempf. The tray. And Carmelo Anthony hits from deep. And now a 12-point Charlotte lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Snatched up. It's deflected.
And Markkanen showing all 7 foot of himself here.
Irving can't get it to go. Chicago trails by 12. And the basket by Schrempf. Schrempf's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Anthony from the arc. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Looking to get back on track here. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
Out to Schrempf. Offline with his 3.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Charlotte. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Chicago trails by 12. It's Kirilenko on the wing. Pass to Mikan. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Assist from
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
And here's Anthony for three. The long distance three is buried. Anthony's got 21 in the game.
Well, he hunts them down, but it will take Melo just a few shots to catch fire. The defense better be aware of it.
Here's Markkanen.
Lowry.
The shot's good on the assist by West.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Kirilenko. Following the score by Charlotte. Takes the three. And no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal.
That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
First team foul.
And you tried to guard Kyrie without fouling, and that is a challenge unto itself. So nimble with the ball and that shifty handle. Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Chicago calls timeout. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Crosses over. Chamberlain with the block. Pass to Anthony. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Chicago trails by 15. Outside Kirilenko. There's the triple. And again, Chicago. No good. Curry looking around. Tries it again. Kicks it out to Jordan. Charlotte again missing.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Kirilenko misses the layup. Charlotte leading by 15. Back to Anthony. In the corner, it's Jordan. There's the drive. They retain possession. Chamberlain, no good. So it's Chicago now. Here's West. Count that one. West has got 5 points so far.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
And so here is Chicago. After the basket by Charlotte. Back to West. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They get it back. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Markkanen with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
Markkanen can't get it to go. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. No good from Jordan.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Chicago trails by 19. Pass to Kirilenko. Here's Markkanen. Back to Kirilenko. Drops in the layup for 2. Kirilenko's got 8 points.
And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
The shot by Curry, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Now, here's Brogdon. Scoreless thus far. Markkanen can't get it to go. And here's Anthony from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
Charlotte shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Both free throws good from Anthony. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by West. Markkanen's got 5 points in the quarter. It's Curry outside. That one doesn't go. And so it's Charlotte with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Outside Irving, and Jordan has it in the corner. Driving inside.
Yeah, the explosive doesn't even begin to describe it. Jordan simply flying.
Pass to Schrempf. There's the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Now into the lineup for Chicago. Number 43.
Chicago trails by 17. Schrempf with it. Covered by Anthony. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Charlotte. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Anthony can't hit. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Chamberlain with it. Ogden picks him up. Anthony can't hit. Chicago trails by 17. For 3, West. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Irving. Driving in. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
So clever on these takes to the rim. Kyrie knows how to navigate and then finish creatively.
Ogden left side. Pass to Schrempf. From downtown. Chamberlain with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 19. The 3 from Anthony. He doesn't hit that one. Here's Chicago. It's Schrempf on the wing. Thompson right side. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Out to Schrempf. Three-pointer. West can't hit.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Chicago calls timeout. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Out to the right wing. Pass to Kirilenko. Chamberlain with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 21. Anthony drives in. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, Irving is an excellent facilitator. He's going to have those big openings. He'll take advantage.
Mikan's shot is good.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Irving for three. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Jordan with the ball. West picks him up. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's his third foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Brogdon inside the line. And Curry pulls it down.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
They get it again. They shoot again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really hard to disrupt what Markkanen will do from that kind of distance. He's so tall, you can't disrupt it.
And Markkanen drops them both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Back to Jordan. Over Kirilenko. Chamberlain. Markkanen pulls it in. Brogdon scanning the floor. Up and in on the layup.
Brogdon's got a strong handle, not a quick dribbler or a shifty dribbler, but a strong handle and busts in there with a nice move. You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Can't hit from the corner.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Anthony. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Chicago with the ball. Pass to Mikan. Kirilenko with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Markkanen. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Charlotte. Curry outside. Drills it from outside.
They're almost always layups for Curry at this point. Makes the three look so easy.
Here's Markkanen. Brogdon outside. Pass to West. There's 14 seconds left in the game. 5 on the clock. Here's Kirilenko. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Irving. And Kirilenko sends it back. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Ain't no way I'm a rush.